These are the Daily Tech headlines for Thursday, August 29th, 2024. I'm Rob Dunwood. Apple made it pretty simple for websites and social media platforms to block Apple Intelligence from scraping their data for AI training purposes, and it turns out quite a few major services are taking the company up on its word. Platforms including Facebook, the New York Times, Condé Nast Publications, and others are inserting a single line into their robots.txt file, which will block Apple's search tool Applebot Extended from scraping data. Two studies from Wired say that 6 to 7% of high traffic websites block Apple, and a study by Ben Welch released last week found that just over 25% of sites checked are blocking it. Meta's text-based social media platform Threads is making replies in the Fediverse more visible. Users still can't reply directly to posts from Mastodon and other ActivityPub-enabled services, but Threads users who have opted into the Fediverse sharing can now see replies on other people's posts. With the change, a new Fediverse reply section will appear underneath posts that have drawn replies from Mastodon servers or other federated accounts. The feature is still labeled as being in beta and notes that some replies may not be visible. Google has started to let some users generate images of people via its artificial intelligence models after disabling the ability earlier this year. Google came under fire in February for its image generation tool, which depicted historically inaccurate scenes, including incorrect racial depictions when prompted to create images of people. Dave Citron, a senior director for product management at Google, wrote in a blog post that the company had made significant progress in generating depictions of people through Imagen 3, an AI model that underpins some of its products. Users will not be able to create photorealistic imagery, identifiable individuals, portrayals of minors, or excessively gory, violent, or sexual scenes. Google will gradually bring the feature online to more users. The new social media network Butterflies AI, where humans and AIs interact with each other, is launching a new clones feature that turns users into AI characters. The idea behind the feature is to give the users the ability to reimagine themselves in the form of an AI character. For example, a user can take a selfie and create themselves as a butterfly with a developing backstory. While not everyone may be interested in creating an AI clone of themselves and having others interact with it, the new feature is aimed at people who want to have a bit of fun and visualize how their lives could be different. NokiaStruggling mobile networks business unit, according to Bloomberg, has held discussions with advertisers about potential options for the unit, which included selling some or all of the division, spinning it off, or combining it with a rival. Deliberations are still at an early stage, and there's no certainty Nokia will decide to pursue any transaction. Samsung has expressed initial interest in acquiring some Nokia assets from the $10 billion unit as it seeks to gain scale in the radio access networks that connect mobile phones to telecom infrastructure. Meta has announced that it is opening up its VR game Horizon Worlds to preteens aged 10 to 12 with parent-approved access to a Meta account. Anyone aged 10 to 12 can soon request entry to the VR game and explore different worlds like the space station or the Citadel. Each world is also getting a rating of ages 10 plus, 13 plus, or 18 plus, with ones at the last category not showing up as an option to anyone 17 or younger. Parents can either approve all worlds in a specific age bracket or go through and pick specific ones or wait for their kid to send a request. 5 years after being acquired by WordPress maker Automatic, Tumblr is shifting its backend over to WordPress. The company clarified that it will not change Tumblr into WordPress. It will just run on WordPress. Automatic says the move to WordPress will have its advantages as it will make it easier to share the company's work across the two platforms. Automatic's team will be able to build tools and features that work on both services, while Tumblr will be able to take advantage of the open source developments that take place on WordPress.org. And finally, gaming accessory maker Geny is making the flattest 100-watt GAN wall charger on the market, capable of folding to a thickness of 18 millimeters or 0.7 inches. The Geny turbocharger is compatible with Power Delivery 3.0 and has a pair of USB-C ports on the bottom, which can each supply up to 100 watts or a 65-30-watt split if charging two devices simultaneously. The Geny turbocharger will initially be available for $48 on Kickstarter, which will later increase to $60 for general availability. For more discussion of the tech news of the day, subscribe to dailytechnewsshow.com. And if you enjoy the show, remember to tell a friend to check us out. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next time.